What? What do you want?
What time is it?
I don't know. 10 o'clock.
How many breakdowns have we had today?
Oh, at least one, and you've already had a drink. By this point in our trip, we'd experienced every travel roadblock possible. Rather than meeting my mom in Ireland, I changed yet another flight to see two of my best friends in London for a little playtime, which was exactly the medicine I needed.
Oh, there they are.
Hi.
You made it.
It's so easy and gracefully.
I love you guys so much.
Oh, baby. Oh, it's been quite the day.
Oh, I had like a small day. I had like the day that just makes you feel like you're
So small. Oh, baby. Come on, let's go. Let's
okay,
go.
wait, I need to borrow 20 pounds because the guy's fucking credit card thing didn't work. Oh, the money is pretty.
Yeah.
My best friends are just this really cute married couple, and I'm over here eating chips and cookies. Oh my god, yes. Get it all out.
Yes, 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 yes.
When I was a kid, my mom is Scottish. We used to go to Scotland in the summers. We would go and hang out at this cemetery and have picnics. And I would get these pasties and lick them and stick them on my face.
Why?
Because it was fun.
So tell us, what happened today? How did you get here?
Oh god. Yeah. So this is the most money I've had being awake.
Mm-hmm.
And the entire trip, I've just been like paralyzed by the fear of it running out or whatever. Paying for her to be here, paying for two flights, 2 bags, two everything. I was panicking in the airport, just like freaking out. And then, but it's like, I made this agreement with myself. In the present moment, do I have it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I do. Is it okay? Am I fine? Yeah. And I just like I still have yet to like fully be able to live into that. And then today I booked us what looked like a sweet little hotel, like boutique-y, cute room, whatever. And we get there and it's just this like door in an alleyway. And as soon as we walked up, this girl in an anarchist bookshop is like, oh yeah, Brick Lane? And I was like, yeah. She's like, yeah, people wait there all day trying to get hold of that guy. Good luck. And she's right, like, this was all just to like save money. I could have done it any way I wanted to, and I just couldn't. I was like terrified. So fucking painful, you guys.
You sounded fine on the phone that time.
Are you wearing a real bra right now?
Yep.
Whoa.
Oops.
Oh, no, you're not. That's not a real bra.
No, it's my Lulu bra, so what I told you to get.
Yeah, it's nice.
Did you get it?
No, but it's great. I want it in black.
I know. I have it in black too.
Yeah, it's great.
I fucking lost it today, like 7 times. I was literally like in full Khaleesi, like I'm gonna burn King's Landing to the ground. Like
I've been saying over and over every day, I am a humble servant to her, to the goddess. Then how am I, Rachel, the human being, supposed to dictate when that fucking is? Instead of listening to the subtlety of the experience will guide you. You know, it's like we're trying to force it instead of being fully present in what's happening. Why aren't you trusting the timeline? Yeah.
Trust the process.
It's a process, dude. We're supposed to expect that we get there and figure it out. And that's one of the things that you tend to do, my love. There's no rush. It's the unfolding.
It just feels like it's been unfolding for so long.
My
Like,
love.
when is it gonna blossom?
It's always unfolding forever. It's never not unfolding. That's the thing. The unfolding is in the blossoming. What is the most attractive thing to a polarity is the actual, it's not this, I'm done, I'm a flower. It's this, which is unfolding and blossoming at the same time. When you're blossomed, you fucking die. Then you dead.
Then you dead. Bye, girl. Your ass fall to the ground and your petals aren't together no more and you just like. For me as a life, as a being, as a creatress, to just for the beingness of that to just be, yes, continuously unfolded, but like solid.
Yeah, but baby girl, that's your issue, is that you want to get there and there's no there. To expand fully in the way that we desire, we always have to feel that fall. That's what keeps us going. If you were just stable and it felt good, you wouldn't fucking do anything. You wouldn't do shit. You would just be complacent. It's true.
I would just go chase the waterfalls, and I'd be like, I'm in Australia, bitches.
You'd be in Positano.
Yeah, I'd be in Positano, like.
And you know what's funny? After like 5 minutes of that, you'd be fucking bored.
Yeah.
You know you're dirty.
Girl, what you even talking about?
It was just like an air.
We sage the camera.
Yeah.
We sage you as
And
well.
you.
It was perfect timing. Get your seat on.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at your lipstick and how it matches your top.
Thank you, Adam. Thank you so much. I literally just said the exact same thing. Oh, we look cute while we meditate today. Shit.
Yeah.
Yes.
What do you dedicate your practice to today?
I dedicate this practice to trust, surrender, patience, releasing control.
I dedicate this practice to being here now, fully present, fully embodied, fully expressed.
To the inner workings of the goddess, to being her humble servant, to allowing her to guide me in every movement and every breath.
Dedicate this practice to my highest self. Aho.
Oh.
So it is.
So it is.
So it is.
I know how this looks, but just try 6 deep breaths on your own right now. I promise breathwork is one of the best ways to get high on life, works wonders on your body, and is a great way to drop deeper into meditation. And I admit my practice became less than daily while traveling, so being with my besties for breathwork was such a welcome return to my routine.
Dude, I almost, in the first couple of breaths, I was doing the Joe Dispenza breath, you know, the one where you pump the lower 3 chakras and ejaculate your spinal fluid into your pineal gland. In the first breath, I was like, whoa. Okay. Let's get the fuck out of here. Okay.
Opa, Magic, Anna, Christina, we're filming each other again. Hey.
Breathwork.
It was exceptionally, ecstatically, deliciously, orgasmically wonderful.
Ooh, yeah, that's a great description. So 3 baby dragons, I brought all of them. That one disappeared. It was like, peace, I'm out of here. I just want to do my own thing. Just disappeared on the trip. There it is.
Kind of a magician.
Yeah, kind of a magician.
Yeah, pretty much. I was like, abracadabra. So I didn't know you were going to be here either.
I know. It's perfect.
I don't think you knew I was going to be here.
called niacin that apparently is like flushing all of my cells, which is why my face is all red. And it feels like I'm wearing a jetpack. Like from the base of my spine, it feels like my whole, like my booty and all my legs just like feels like it's just literally like fire, like
Flushes every single cell in your body. So it's kind of like an instant boost to whatever you're doing.
We hit those streets all day, and these tired babies needed to chill. Luckily, London's full of beautiful parks, and our local friend Eileen from the International Tribe came to meet up with us.
I'm gonna leave this while I go.
What a beautiful place to meet.
I know.
I know. It's so, a couple of weeks ago, I did this amazing ceremony in which I decided that from now on I just work with magicians, you know, like, and for me it's been this, since last year, this whole idea of magic and what it is, what it means in our modern world has been at the forefront of everything I do. And it was really, the message about that was about the language. So it's just really
The what?
The language
Oh,
of
language,
magic.
yeah, okay. Yeah.
So it's how do we birth the modern contemporary language of magic, and what does that mean on with everything that we do, right? And so for me, the question every day is, what magical thing's going to happen today? And today's been a crazy day of stuff and synchronicities. It feels like it's been leading up to then meeting you guys tonight, right?
Yeah, and it's so funny you just used all the words. I call it Making Modern Magic. That was like what my original content was called. That's what my book that I'm writing is called.
Amazing.
It's all about how do you make the practices and the language and the lifestyle modern.
It becomes this real technology or this real force, whatever you want to call it, in your life. I feel this new force coming in around the magic as well. So it's, for me at the moment, it's like so many layers and they're all coming in quite nicely. Everything is falling into place, and I want to doubt, and I'm like, you're now really, nah. And then a sign comes in, and then the next coincidence, today's been so many of them, and it's now building up to a point where I'm just expecting them all the time, and just had to turn up and do what I needed, just be present with myself as fully as I could, and that cracks us open, and then the stuff can slip in. It's the head that still wants to doubt.
I know, for real. And the head wants to rule everything. The head wants to control, but the heart is so subtle. Subtleties. She's like, here. You can't hear here, so you're listening to the noise.
My message is really like, I'm very much a bridge. I get these like normal people that want to coach with me. I'm like over here birthing dragons in the 5D. Like, it's been really fascinating to see to just see how the deeper my magic gets, the more I'm able to be a vessel for speaking it in a modern, accessible, digestible way. When I think about myself 5 or 6 years ago, I'm like, she would literally hear some of the stuff that I say to people and be like, ew, like, what the fuck, this girl's crazy. And so I want to speak to those people that like were me and that know in their hearts that there's something more but don't know how to find it. Or one of the big things I always say is like shifting the aspirational lifestyle from material to spiritual. Yeah. And then you can still have material shit if that's what you really want, but that like the true wealth is right in here.
Yeah. Well, my father was an explorer of ancient cultures and civilizations in Ecuador, right? He was a Scottish explorer.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my God, you're a shamanic leprechaun. I love that. So great.
And so in the 70s, he organized one of the biggest caving expeditions of all time with the British and Ecuadorian governments, and they went looking for alien treasure. It was ancient civilizations, but it came from an alien book, Eric von Daniken's alien book. And he managed to get Neil Armstrong to go with them as honorary president, and it became a big deal because of, because
his relationship with space.
Yeah, so all of this stuff came around, and my dad stayed in Ecuador to research the story, and that's how he met my mom. So I always tell people it's so weird.
That's good. We went back to birth with you. I didn't go that far, but I like that. Good. Natal history. Okay.
Well, because
no, it's important.
No, yeah, because when he died in 2008, I carried on with his work. And that's the reason now we've got film companies interested in, they want to turn my life story into film, and they want to turn the story of me and my dad, me following his work, into a TV series. And that's just been happening.
Oh my God, this is amazing.
Yeah.
I am going to be like your biggest fan. Be like, I hung out with her in London. Look, guys.
You know, as soon as I started looking for my dad's treasure, I started bumping into my inner treasure. So it was, you know, I started having the mystical experiences, the altered states, and the further I
Without
went,
medicine?
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
At first without medicine, and then of course I came across medicine.
Yeah,
But,
of course.
I want to talk to people about this idea of going into their inner cave and looking for these treasures and going straight into the void and into the...
You look amazing.
You look amazing. Do it every day.
Yes,
Seriously.
all the time.
Yeah. You look beautiful. I've been just seeing your hair from walking behind you, and I'm like, God, she looks so beautiful. And I saw your face, I was like, oh my God, we got an alien queen up in here. Yes. Do you have a name for this character?
No, this is like a galaxy. I want to do like a galaxy.
You did it.
You're the galaxy personified.
Yeah, exactly.
Amazing.
Let's call it like Miss Universe.
Yeah.
Right? She's Miss Universe.
Okay.
Uh-huh. Yeah. She's literally like following alien trails. My whole life is about bringing magic to the modern day. So here you are. Just an embodiment of aliens and magic.
Very happy to meet you.
What's your name?
Marina.
Marina, soy Mia. Nice to meet you too. And you speak
Aileen.
Spanish too.
Sí, yo hablo español. Hola.
¿De dónde eres?
De Sevilla.
¿En serio viví en Sevilla?
Sí. Pasa un buen día. Bye.
We're talking about aliens, and she's like following the whole alien trail of her dad. Then we just literally run into a girl who's like, yeah, I do this at home all the time. I just wear galactic makeup and look like a fucking alien. And today I decided to just bring it out into the world.
In the cave, and we had our eye shades on, so we couldn't see. It was just a sign. I began one of the most intense visual DMT type
In the cave.
in the cave, of course, right? And deep in the cave, in the chamber that's named after my dad, right? And then it was as if I was on something, right? And what came through was this grandmother, and I felt so held by Earth. And it's, you know, it's 65 meters into the ground.
What? 65 meters into the earth?
That's the entrance.
You were in Middle Earth.
Oh God,
Yeah.
you can't just...
You're literally in Middle Earth.
Yeah, you have to like descend into that 65 meter drop. You can't walk in and out of that cave. So once you're in there, right? And you can only get out through that entrance. But there's underwater rivers and waterfalls. It looks like another
Underwater waterfall?
Yes. And you can drink.
Stalactites?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm coming down to visit, girl. When it's in Ecuador,
It's
like, I'm gonna be there.
amazing. Like Neil Armstrong was like, this is as good as the moon when he was there. And you can see like in the photos, you can see it looks like another planet, and you're just, they're incredible.
Oh
Wow.
That's amazing.
God.
I want to see And that's why Eric Von Daniken of Alien Cult of the Gods thought this was made by aliens, because look at it's not. I mean, we can prove it's not technically made by people, but it's the size of a cathedral in there.
Well, they say, the shaman told me once, is like the
That
definition of intelligence is anything that comes into congruence.
Right.
Holy shit.
So these are the famous doorways, and they call them doorways, but we know now that it's the geology is formed in that way. Ecuador is actually a hotspot for alien sightings.
I've had a feeling in my body for a long time, and it's just, I don't know why, I'm just like Ecuador. I feel something.
That's so funny, because when I was living in South America, I had the same thing. Every person I met would be like, have you been to Ecuador? You need to go to Ecuador. And I just like, I did 5 other countries down there and didn't make it there. And it's because it's the same thing. Like I was in Peru and in Machu Picchu, and I could feel the ultra dimension. Like you can, when you're walking through Machu Picchu, you can literally feel that there's like something else happening, but it's not in our dimension. You know? So it's like the kings and queens are sitting there. They're like, oh, this is the throne room. And you can like feel that they're there, but they're not here in 3 dimensions. It's trippy. And I wasn't like ready for ayahuasca back then, so it's like now I'm gonna go to Ecuador and chill with the kids.